Good morning. Welcome to sorry, good morning to Energy Works. Today we're talking about late night cravings. And I think we can suffer this different people at different times according to the different stresses that we have going on in our lives and according to how well we're dealing with those stresses. Yeah, just wanted to clear some energy around that for your benefit and mine. We can all improve, can't we? All right, so let's start with our throat chakra. So, our throat is about expressing ourselves and how we feel and, um, what we need to say. And sometimes we might be too scared to say. All right, I release the doubt and fear that blocks the way to my creative expression. All right, so what would you like to express? And sometimes we just need to express how we feel, or sometimes it was a hard day and we just need someone to acknowledge that it was a hard day, even if we have to acknowledge to ourselves that it was a hard day. All right, another affirmation: my thoughts are always positive and I express myself truthfully and clearly. So sometimes I can get a bit shirty if I've got too much on. So it's like start to get cranky because I feel like there isn't a break. So it's like I need to be able to feel like there is a break or I can have a break. All right, so a little bit more on the throat chakra. All right, I make intelligent choices found in my highest truth. So, what is it that we're feeling late at night that makes us want to eat? And, is it that we're bored or is it that we have feelings that come up that we perhaps are a bit scared to talk about or deal with? Um, Another one is I enjoy social community. So is it that you don't get enough time to socialize with people? Good morning, Elizabeth. Let's go a little bit into the brow chakra. And of course, as always, where in your body is complaining? All All right, I'm integrating higher beliefs and attitudes. All right, so Elizabeth says, stress makes me want to eat. Yeah, I think it's like we want to eat our feelings down, isn't it? All right, so let's say, why am I so great at dealing with stress? All right, so it goes back to age 6. So what was happening when you were 6? Good morning, Margaret. And again, wherein your body's complaining, and why is it, do you think, you want to eat at night? All right, so I like this affirmation. I know what to do to heal. So I guess in a way we're self-medicating, aren't we? So what is it that we need to heal? Are there things from the past that are still hurting us? There's something in our mind. All right, so what's coming up here is letting the past rule now. Yeah, Margaret says emotional eater. Yeah, some of us are. When that's, some people smoke, some people drink, some people have sex, some people gamble, some people shop online. It's like what we do when we're not coping, I think, to suppress the feelings. I'm able to address the feelings. All right, so this one, let's include age 16 and 20, 33, 40, 43, 48, 56, 60, 63. All right, so do any of those particular ages mean something to you? And what is it at that point that you wanted to eat down? All right, so let's go into the lunar chakra now. So one of the things that's coming up is meditation. So not all of us are great at meditation. Some of us need to do active meditation. So swimming can be good like that, where you do something that's regular and you don't have to think as you do it. You just automatically do it and allows your mind to kind of think outside the square. So cycling, running, walking, swimming, any of those sort of things can be like that. Or for some people, doing yoga can be like that. All right. And then this affirmation, I know which voice to listen to. And is it that, good morning, Susanna. So sometimes it's like the ego wants to tell us whatever we're inspired to do isn't the right thing and, tells you this isn't the right time, you're not the right person or whatever. And so it's like sometimes when the ego is taking control, we're not listening to our heart. So we really need to go back and listen to our heart. All right, and I like this affirmation. I am steadfast and immovable, for I know my life's purpose. So, what is your purpose? What do you feel you're here for? Good morning, Elizabeth. All right, I'm going to go up into the solar star chakra. And of course, where is your body talking to you? Where is the energy stuck? What feelings are you eating down? All right, so the oil Douglas fir comes up here. Okay. Douglas fir is a generational oil, so it's about generational wisdom. All right, so Douglas fir teaches individuals to learn from and value others' experiences, especially one's family and ancestors. It encourages respect for one's elders and ancestral heritage. Douglas fir reminds individuals that valuable wisdom can be obtained by learning from the past, especially from individuals who are older, wiser, and more experienced. So, this, like, for me, eating late at night, I think is a generational pattern, um, particularly on my dad's side of the family. Not sure about my mum's, but yeah, for sure on my dad's. So I guess we're trying to heal ourselves and our generations in the process of healing ourselves. All right. All right, if I'm digging into these food cravings a bit more, All right, so we're going to go into C5, which of course is the sugar circuit. And usually you're not craving broccoli at night, are you? So I'm using Inner Sequel's book to talk about what different vertebrae mean. All right, difficulty in receiving good things into your life. So this could be a generational pattern too. Dad's side of the family. All right, so Elizabeth says fear. Right. All right, so generational baggage on the fear. So from mum's side of the family, mum's mum and the women. So 63 generations of women. Right, so we're going to go into C7 now. So that's like the big bump at the back of your neck. All right, feeling emotionally wound up. Immobilized by negativity, lack, and fear of the future. All right, so what do we fear about the future? I do agree the world is a bit scary at the moment, but I think we have to trust that we chose to come to Earth at this time and that we wanted to be part of the good team. So know that you're here for a reason, that it's not just an accident that you're here now and that you have good to do. My computer's complaining that it's not charged. There we go. All right. All right, so let's say I'm powerful beyond measure, because I think sometimes we're scared of our power. We're scared to use our power, or we're scared that we might misuse our power. And so sometimes we're eating to shut down the desire we have to use our power, and we're not using our power in a good way. All right, so let's go into our aura. So layers of the aura. So that goes with our mental thoughts and ideas. So stagnant energy accumulating there. So current females, and some stuck emotions. So I don't know, who might you be worrying about? All right, so feeling taken for granted. So I'm acknowledged, I'm loved, I'm cherished, I'm valued, I value myself. All right, we're going to jump into the 8th chakra. So 8th chakra is about being connected to the earth. So sometimes we just need to ground. All right, not looking after the things that we own. So you could put your body in that department, couldn't you? Sometimes we're not taking the greatest care of ourselves. We're perhaps not eating as well as we could, or perhaps we're not getting sleep, or we're not moving our body, or we're not taking time to feed our spirit, or, taking time for a bit of prayer and meditation. All right. I love and respect the earth and every living creature on it. So for some people, their pets help them to be grounded. Some people need to go out in nature to feel that connection to God. So I'm grateful for every meal. So back into the aura. So the fourth layer of the aura, which is the astral body, which is about our interactions, relationships, and bonds. So leaking energy from this layer. Again, current females. The feeling of hopelessness. So what feels hopeless to you? And let's say I'm worthy of treating myself with respect, because sometimes it comes down to we don't. All right, so something from age 8 is contributing towards us not treating ourselves with respect. Also age 19. Okay. All right, so we're going into the fifth layer of the aura now, which is about the master copy of the physical body. All right, and the feeling there is indecisiveness. So it's like, what do you need to decide you're going to work on? What have you been prompted to do, and maybe you're not taking action on? And also the feeling of stubbornness. That would have to be one of my favorites. So we're stubbornly not moving forward, or we're stubbornly stuck where we are. And worry is also here too. I'm okay without worrying is no. So it can be a kind of addiction as well, to be, constantly worried, or thinking about, I should be worried, or, things are stressful, or what else can I do about it? All right, so we're going to go into the 11th chakra. Like fame, weakened by fame. So sometimes we can, get attention for things, and it can take us off our path. All right, so the oil cardamom. So cardamom's about objectivity because sometimes we can just get hooked into our fear, or we can get hooked into not feeling good about ourselves, or get hooked into wherever we're stuck. All right, cardamom demands that individuals stop blaming others. It asks them to take personal ownership and responsibility for their feelings. As they do so, they will feel more at peace, calm, and in control of themselves. So I know myself when I can see other people relaxing, I can get angry when I feel like I have so much to do. So it's like um, people don't realize that they're upsetting you because they're relaxing, and I don't feel like I can. So, and that's not their fault, is it? That's my stuff. All right. So cardamom helps individuals to regain objectivity, mental sobriety, and self-control. It assists individuals who frequently feel frustrated or angry with other people. So, cardamom is especially helpful for times when one's anger goes to their head, causing them to become hot headed. In such situations, the individual becomes inebriated with anger, losing control and rational function. Cardamom helps to bring balance, mental clarity, and objectivity during moments of extreme anger and frustration. So is that you? That can be me, 100%. All right, cardamom assists individuals in breaking down or digesting these intense emotions of frustration and anger by redirecting energy to the solar plexus, the center of responsibility. In this way, cardamom helps individuals let go of emotional distortions which cause them to objectify other people and see them as inconveniences. And I think we can all feel in that fall in that hole, can't we? Especially when people don't do what we want them to or have expected them to do. All right. All right. So layer 6 of the aura. So that's about emotional emotions and spiritual communion. So tears in the aura in this layer. All right, age 29, age 30, 33, 34. All right. I don't know if those mean anything to you, why you might have been angry at that time. Okay, so yeah, big breath in. All right, so now we're going to go into the meridians. So, all right, so conception vessel. So it runs like down under all the way to inside on our gum. All right, and the feeling that's stuck there is awkwardness. So what do you feel awkward about? All right, so Elizabeth says here, I feel hopeless because people have put me down saying I'm never good enough. Um, yes, but you are good enough. You're a beautiful person and you only want the best for other people. So when other people put you down, it's not actually about you, it's about them. And they're seeing parts of themselves in you that they want to criticize, but it's actually um, it's like the finger pointing, isn't it? You can say, all right, I'll take one, but the other three are pointing back at you. So it's like, understand when people criticize you, they're really showing you what they don't like about themselves. Elizabeth said she's going to diffuse cardamom. Yeah, I feel like I need to too. All right, so you might use this also when you feel bullied, because some people are bullies. They want to bully you into doing the things that they want you to do. All right, so we're just going to go into some of our core beliefs. All right, it's safe to change. So sometimes we've always done things a certain way, isn't it? And when we feel stressed, the automatic thing is to put something in your mouth. So it's like, can we change the way that we deal with stress? Could we go and have a nice soak in the tub? Could we go for a walk? Could we read a book? Could we I've started a new puzzle because the other one was killing me. All right. I trust the divine intuition given to me. I believe in myself. I clearly see the root of my fear and allow the lesson to be learned and release the fear. I release the need for life to be difficult and hard. Support and encouragement is easily available and string free. I remain humble and charitable throughout my journey of prosperity. And I think all of us can be prosperous in our own way. And it might look different for different people. For some people, it might be about having time freedom or the freedom to create or, the freedom to decide how you're going to channel your resources. I love who I am and who I am becoming. All right, so now part of our grid is damaged. So the lower body, lower left. So I don't know if anyone's got a sore back or pelvis or hip. So the grid's damaged in reaction to feelings. Fears that something bad or dark is living inside that you have no control over. And we can feel like that at times. We can feel that, sometimes we can have entities, and especially when our addictions are out of control. All right. So also what can come up here is this is under yeast infections. Not recognizing our own needs. So what is it that you actually need that you're using food to suppress? We're going to go into the universal chakra. All right, so this chakra is weakened by negative family connections. So sometimes our family, they're the biggest challenge that we face, I feel, and for good and bad. So this chakra can be strengthened by uplifting music. So can you play music that lifts you up? And you might use helichrysum oil to heal your pain. which is in this case probably emotional. Helichrysum can teach individuals to have gratitude for their trials. It helps them to see if they had not been wounded, it would not have sought healing. They would not have sought healing that resulted in a spiritual rebirth. So, just as the phoenix dies and rises from its ashes, so might one be raised from turmoil. Helichrysum lends its warrior spirit so that all may face adversities with courage and determination. It brings hope to the most discouraged of souls and life to those in need of rebirth. So we can use our helichrysum, we can use our cardamom. So this is for intense emotional pain. And I think that's when we really do want to eat, when we have intense emotional pain. All right, so age 19, 23, 27, 28, 29, 32, 33, 34, 40. All right, so we might use the helichrysum to feel a bit more uplifted and to release the pain from wherever it's stuck. And you can stick it wherever on your body you feel the pain. All right, so the feeling that's coming up that's stuck now is self-abuse. So, which of course eating at night is self-abuse, isn't it? So why do we feel self-abuse? So this has got a generational component from mum's side of the family and the women. Oh, hi, Alyssa. She says, I do as well. Yeah. All right, so all right, Elizabeth said, yes, I can relate that, especially with family too. Yeah. So I'm able to forgive my family. I'm able to forgive myself. I'm able to choose differently how I react to my feelings. I'm okay without eating them down. I'm okay with processing my feelings, feeling my feelings, addressing my feelings. All right, so back to the 12th chakra. So, all right, so we might use here forgive oil. So forgiving ourselves, forgiving others. So forgive challenges individuals to let go of bitterness and hostilities and to embrace other people as an extension of themselves as part of the human family. All right, so you might use the forgive when you're feeling angry. Maybe then you can feel a bit more empathetic to other people because we can see that we can make similar mistakes, isn't it? We might be upset with family members when they have addictions, but really we're seeing ourselves in the family members and our own addictions. So it's like we want to criticize other people, but really we're seeing ourselves and what we don't like about ourselves. So uh, tomorrow we're starting our advanced energy works. There's still a spot if you'd like to come. We learn a few more muscles, a few more chakras, and it's just time to practice working on your stuff and hanging out with like-minded people. So if you'd like to come, please let me know. We'd love to have you. Our next Energy Works get together is the 13th of September. And so you're welcome to come. You're welcome to bring a friend. We usually bring a plate, and it's just usually small and just a few of us to hang out together. So you are more than welcome. Right, something else in the aura. So layers of the aura. The 7th layer, which is a mental and spiritual connection. Elizabeth says, I always have the same with eating late at night. Yeah. I know. It's almost when you've got time to think about stuff and we don't really want to think about it. We just want to bury it. Right. All right. A male from age 6. Feeling hopelessness. And also shock. So what happened when you were 6? Where were you? What was going on? Sometimes people can be abused and they can be bribed. All right, something else hiding in our neck, C3. So feeling stuck in C3. All right, fixations, complexes, or neurotic attachments affecting emotional nature. All right, age 8, age 14, age 20, all right, so now we're going into T4. So T4 is the worrying to your gallbladder. So sometimes we can just feel galled. How dare you, the hide? How could they do that? All right, so what's hiding in there is carrying unresolved pain and trauma from the past. You're afraid to heal or let go as that life is all you know. All right, T8. So our immune system is connected to 8, T8. So maybe if your energy's a bit down, you're lacking vitality, mucus, I've been a bit mucusy. Other feelings stuck in there. All right, wanting to avoid feeling. So sometimes we just don't like our feelings, and that's when we want to eat them down. They're just awful feelings. So now we're going to ask if we can release these awful feelings. So there's not only your awful feelings, generational awful feelings, dad's side, dad's mum, and the women. 44 generations of women. Yeah, breathe in and out. Okay. All right, so going back to C5. More feelings stuck in there. Feeling separated, so not feeling part of or like you belong to a community. All right, so let's say I belong. So that's age 6, age 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. So obviously this is earlier life stuff that's stuck. So we're just going to plug in as if we've had a chiropractic adjustment on all these sections that we've talked about today. It's like a reset of the fuse that's blown. So we can, when we're adjusted, it turns all the fuses back on, but we, of course, need to address why the fuse turned off. And in this case, it's our thinking or what we're eating, or, it could be other allergies, feelings, or bugs. So it's like wanting to address all the factors that are behind us eating late at night. For some people, it's, that we have not the right people in our microbiome. Who lives in our gut isn't right, and they drive us to eat sugar. So it's like maybe we need to take some herbs or some homeopathics to kill off whatever's in our gut that's not right. And maybe we can use some probiotics or kefir or kimchi or sauerkraut or other pickled vegetables, things that in your culture you might use to help build your microbiome. All right, so last check-in, any parts of your body that are complaining or anything else that you're feeling that we could release? So some bones in our head are not right. So we're going to plug in some cranial adjustments. So some sort of underlying bacteria. In the hypothalamus, so that's like the CEO of all your glands. So you could have some sort of bacteria in there, so that could make you feel congested in your head. Post-nasal sort of drip type thing. So feelings of sadness stuck in the hypothalamus. Age 6. So age 6 has come up a lot. Is there anyone in particular that they can relate to that? Alrighty. Well, thank you for those that have jumped on, and thank you for your support, and also to be willing to get up early in the morning. It's a bit cold in the morning. Thank you for what you're doing in your life. Thank you for following your heart and doing the things that you feel are important to do, because as you do that, you enable us to do it too. So grateful to you for that. Okay, so just checking in another. All right, well, thank you, and well, I'll end the call. Oh, Elizabeth mentioned being teased. All right, so at age 6. Okay. And Margaret, thank you. She said, have a great day. All right. So yeah, being teased can make you feel that you're not good enough. Whereas sometimes the bullies just know who to pick on, who's a bit softer. So we're just going to ask to release the trauma in your body from being teased at that age. All right. Well, thank you. And we'll talk again. See you.